Congratulations, sir, on your 70th birthday.
Thank you, Aja.
So how would you share your feelings with us, hosting a lot of people today to come and celebrate with you?
Aja, I'm deeply very happy. I'm very happy and I'm grateful to my children, because you can have children and at the end of the day, nothing comes out from there. For my children to put together this party, this celebration, I'm grateful to them. And I thank Almighty Allah for the good He has actually done in our life. There is one thing to have children, and it's one thing for the children to be, for all of them to be successful in life. I give thanks to Almighty Allah. I'm very grateful.
Okay, looking back 70 years, what do you think most memorable for these 7 decades you have lived?
There are so many. I have no regrets. I've never, and I will not regret my life. Seeing where I'm coming from, we are talking of a son of whose parents stayed for 15 years without a child. My mom, the first marriage, she stayed for 7 years, and she stayed for 8 years with my dad before I. As a matter of fact, they lost hope. My mom was the third wife of my father, and God blessed them with me. And not only that, with about it got to a point that my mom had to pay for a bride for my father. It was during that process I came. By the time the new wife came, my mom has already had 3 kids. My father said he doesn't need any woman. My mom said no. The law came because of her. So for a child like that to have come up from that environment, I grew up both in Lagos and in Auchi, where parental care was okay, but we are free to do whatever I want. I'm so grateful to God. It has been very wonderful. Honestly, it has been very wonderful. Going through primary, secondary, and I'm actually grateful to one teacher, Mr. Chimedis, S.J. Shaib, who is late now, who's discovered that I would not have been what I am today if not for him. What did he do? I was in primary 6, 1963, preparing to go to Edo College. He discovered I was not prepared, and he demoted me from primary 6 to primary 2. Yes, I'm telling you, Aja, today if you do that to a child, the child will refuse. From primary 6 to primary 2, 1963, I now started all over again. But one thing he did, he made sure he did everything to make sure that I was very brilliant. Right from that time, as a matter of fact, I left his house because I took second. He so disciplined me, he so beat me, he wounded me. Since then, I never looked back. So, what really happened was the act of God. God just pushed me to him, and he made sure that he did what was necessary for me to acquire and be brilliant, the education I have today. So I'm grateful to him. I told him before he died, I was always visiting him. As a matter of fact, I was like his son, because I had only daughter. So I was, even when he died, I was the one in front. He was grateful, and I was grateful to myself. I was happy because I fulfilled what I think he deserved while he's living. So after that, I went to secondary school. Secondary school, I worked briefly. Then I joined the army. By the time I was leaving to NDA 1976, I've already secured a visa to travel out of the country to US. But as God will have it, I said, okay, let me go to NDA. If it doesn't work out, I have an alternative. And it worked out. And I went through the military from being a second lieutenant to when I left as a colonel, lieutenant colonel. I'm grateful to God. And I went through all the mills. I commanded companies, I commanded brigade. I work everywhere, task force commander, chairman ECOWAS, protocol on trade liberalization. A lot of things I went through. I'm grateful to God. When I left the service 21 years ago, so many of the officers who were working with me were not happy. I said, don't worry. I've always left my life to the will of God. I've never regretted anything. Anything that happened to me, I've never had any bad aspect of my life. Anything that happened to me is alhamdulillah. I see it as the will of God. And people of my age normally have one health issue or the other. So I don't have any health issue. I'm okay. I have a lot of friends. So I still play ball. I still do all things that young boys does. So alhamdulillah. Thank you very much, Aja. Thank you very much, Aja.
What do you wish yourself? What do you wish yourself in the next years ahead?
Well, Aja, is the will of God. I live my life to the total. I submit my life to total submission of God, to the will of God. He directs. So I cannot wish myself. What am I going to wish myself? God is there to direct my life. I only wish that my life continue as per His direction. So I don't have any. I can't tell you I will live till tomorrow. I can't tell you I will live till next tomorrow. So the best thing is to wish myself what God had in stock for me. So thank you very much. Thank you, Aja.